Fat Man Reviews, this week with my review of The Quantum of Solace, starring Daniel Craig.
I was always very interested to meet you. I'd heard so much about you from Vespa. If she hadn't killed herself, we would have had you too.
Are you going to tell us who you work for?
The first thing you should know about us is that we have people everywhere.
I thought I could trust you. You said you weren't motivated by revenge.
I'm motivated by my duty.
I think you're so blinded by inconsolable rage that you don't care who you hurt. When you can't tell your friends from your enemies, it's time to go.
You don't have to worry about me.
Restrict Bond's movements. Put a stop on his passports. Find Bond.
How long have I got? 30 seconds. That doesn't give us a lot of time.
From the outset, this film had one major difficulty, and that was trying to live up to the magnificent 2006 Casino Royale. And it does this. It does this incredibly well. So it begins with Bond taking Mr. White to be interrogated. And from here, it takes you on this amazing journey of countless chases, truly phenomenal set pieces, and excellent performances. And I really want to praise Daniel Craig for his performance, because he is so good in this movie, and some have been criticising him still for the fact that he's blonde and has a face like a boxer, but I think that he's the ideal Bond for this type of film, for this type of generation. We are angrier and we are more realistic, and that's what Craig gives us. And also, Craig in this film, he's characterised less as a Bond and more as a kill machine, which I think was the right choice for the director to make, because to have him still be such a suave and casual personality after the love of his life had been killed, I would feel a bit copped out after that. Another excellent performance in this film comes from Mayhew Al-Mark, who famously starred in The Diving Bell and the Butterfly. He plays Dominic Green, the film's central villain. And what I really liked about him was that he's just so weedy. He's so un-Bond-like, but he's such a contemptible villain. He was probably the best person to choose for the film, because he's a man who you feel pity for him, but yet you want to kill him, which I think is very important when you have a Bond villain. As for the rest of the cast, they all gave it a very good performance, particularly Judi Dench and Jeffrey Wright. But the majority of people in that cinema were not going there for the performances. We were all there for one simple reason, and that was the action. And this film delivered more action than I could handle. The action was done by the gentleman who did the Bourne Ultimatum's action, and I was shocked at just how brilliant it was. It was exciting. It involved parkour, car chases, and everything that you'd want from a brilliant action film. The entire film just really does feel like a 90-minute action movie, which, while some Bond purists will hate, I love. One person who definitely deserves a lot of acclaim is the director Marc Foster, and where he deserves a lot of his acclaim is that he has never really done a film like this before. His other films included Monsters Ball and Strange in the Fiction, which, to take a leap from Will Ferrell being a straight man to a Bond movie is just phenomenal. And he handles it incredibly well, because, as we all know, it could have gone so horribly. My main criticism of this film is its editing. It bounced across rooms and across locations in a matter of seconds, and it's very poorly done. I think with a better editor, this film could have been better. Not much, but it's a mild annoyance which kind of got to me towards the end of the film during some of the more exciting chases. Another criticism I had was Jack White and Alicia Keys' theme song. It's not a good song. It's very much of a letdown, considering the fact that the last one was Chris Cornell's magnificent "You Know My Name," which I still stand to be one of the best Bond songs. And while it wasn't a major problem, it didn't set me up in the right mood for it. It kind of annoyed me before an amazing chase scene. Bottom line is, this film is a lot of fun. It's got some magnificent chases, some fine performances, and its ending will leave you aching for Bond 22. So I give The Quantum of Solace, the Fatman Reviews, thumbs up. Thank you, and I hope you enjoyed the fat.